I do not identify with the hypocrites of so-called American history, who only ever use their preaching of values and principles as a way to mislead and misdirect the population and to distract them from the misery caused by the actual values that they practice. The values of greed and selfishness and white supremacy and classism, materialism, exploitation, theft, murder, and plunder. I was raised in the country where those values were practiced but not preached, and where the values that were preached were not practiced. Just having been born there and just having been raised there does not oblige me to pretend otherwise. No, the history of Islam, the history of the Muslims, that's my history. And that includes Muslims from all parts of the world, Muslims of every race and color, ethnicity, and language. Those are my predecessors. Those are my ancestors. The Ummah is my nation and my national identity, and their history is my history. Being American is nothing but a legal status and an incidental fact of where my parents were when my mother gave birth to me. The rest of it is just damage and programming that I've had to overcome over the course of my life, and superficial characteristics like my language and, certain cultural practices like the food and the manner of clothes that I'm used to, what I'm familiar with. It's like what I talked about before. Being a Westerner, being an American refers more to a mentality than a nationality, and separating that mentality from that nationality is the most crucial thing that any American can ever do for their own mental, spiritual, psychological, and emotional well-being, whether they're Muslim or non-Muslim. I personally believe that nothing can actually help you do that, deprogram yourself, better than Islam.